we don't just go out and say we're gonna get this horse in the trailer. I go out and say I'm gonna train the horse to get in the trailer. And you do that by steps. You have the preparation step, you have the learning to move away from the whip step, you have all these steps that are required, in my mind, to load a horse properly. So it will load for the rest of its life. When it gets through this, you'll never have to load it again until you get ready to go. It will say, I understand exactly how to do all this. This filly has been in a trailer before, but I wanted to make sure the filly knew how to step up. She's gotten in a trailer, but she's never done a step up. So that's a training process, the step up, the step out. You don't just step in and get in the trailer. You step up, step out, step up, step out. So that's what we're going to teach her. And she may be, because she's been loaded by us, she may just walk right in. And if that's the case, then I have a couple that really haven't had a lot of handling, and we'll work with them. Okay, so you want to bring this filly over? Now the first thing I should do, actually, is go check out my trailer. You don't want to put a horse in a trailer and not have checked your trailer ahead of time. Okay. So I would check my lights, and I always do this. So I'd walk around, and I'll do it on this side. This is what I would do. I'd walk around, check my vents. How many of you have ever hauled horses and forgot to check your vents? And they're so hot when you get somewhere because you didn't go take the time to check and be sure your vents are open. So I check my vents. They're both open. Everything's open. Then I do the very scientific pick my trailer, check my hook, make sure my chains are turned, everything looks good. Okay. So you're going to bring this filly up here. Now the very first thing that I like doing two people, and Abraham is going to help me. I like two people because any of us can take a horse like they do in the demonstrations where they get them to jump in and just jump back out. But I want it to go in slowly and carefully. So Abraham here, I only need one of these. The first thing we're going to do is desensitize this filly. So you're going to just walk up there, and I'm walking away. This is very important. I'm walking away. Why am I walking away? So taking pressure off. So you lead up and let her look at that trailer. Lead her another step forward. She'll go. Okay, that's good. The guy that's going to handle the horse's head does not talk. He doesn't go, because a horse wants one instructor. Like when Angela and I were passing, I was passing a horse off to her today, and I turned around and went away so that I was taking off the pressure. That was going to be Angela. I'm out of the picture. So what I'm going to do now is Abraham is not going to let her in the trailer. Not in the trailer, Abraham. We did this 2 years ago, and Philly got in, and then she was hard. not in the trailer. So you stand in it. You stand up there. Okay. Now this filly probably doesn't need this, but we're going to do it in our steps anyway. So I walk this bubble that Lester was talking about. So I'm no pressure. Change hands on my whip, which I was trying to get Mike to do. And I'm going to walk up to her shoulder. Slow. I'm going to go sideways in. She's kind of snorting at me. And I'm just going to pet her. That's the first step of taking the pressure. Big, giving her lots of room, big bubble. Lots of bubble. How many of you always see people stand right on top of the horse? You've got to give them room. So I'm going to come back up now from this side. Now, there's not much noise coming from me. I'm not saying, whoa, I'm not, it's all quiet. Walk my big bubble. I'll do that till she doesn't flinch or act nervous when I come up. And walk up kind of slow. Pet her, and I kind of wait to see her mouth. When we see her work her mouth, that's going to tell us that she's relaxing. Change hands on my whip, so it's out of the way. Okay, now, you never do this exactly the same way. I think with this filly, if Abraham steps her up one more step, because she's going to go there. Stay up, stay up, stay up there. Just step her up one step. Okay, because I can see she's willing to do that. You can stroke the front of her face. You can stroke the front of her face. Rub the front of her face, but nothing else. She's watching me. You can see that. Now I'm going to pick up this whip, and I'm going to lay it over her back, and you're going to just steady her from there. Look at me, kid. Now, she didn't even let me touch her. I want to be able to touch her. So I waited a minute. This is really important that I have her desensitized because I want to be able to touch her with the whip. I want to whip her with the whip. I want to touch her. My bubble is smaller. Change hands with my whip. Walk up towards her shoulder. Slowly. Walk it again. I won't go any further with this little lesson until she will stand quietly. She doesn't even know I'm here. Now she's addressed me again. Good girl. I won't go any further until she doesn't move. Now you may think this takes a little time. It really doesn't take any time. It'll take no time for the rest of her life. Change hands with my whip. My bubble is a little smaller. And as you can see now, she's getting more used to this. Okay, I'm going to lean down and pick this up, but I'm going to turn my back. I am not going to lean down here with her hind feet there with my head. She's the gentlest little thing in life, good common sense. So I'm going to turn around, pick up my whip, and walk off. Now I'm going to come again, kind of at her shoulder, there. Okay, now I'm going to do something that most of you wouldn't do, and that is, he is going to get down from there, start that way, and walk a circle. We're going to let this filly know that nothing's bad. She doesn't have to do anything. She gets walk a circle. Not a huge circle, just a circle. I want to see you today, not a week from now. Now, all of the horses we're going to present to you are going to be kind of spooked because they're not used to doing this and they're not used to doing it in front of a crowd, and I think that's better because now we can really show you how to do this. Okay, so you lead right back up where you were. Now, let her put her head down and look. If I teach her to put her head down, going in and getting out will be muchly improved. Okay, so walk a circle. The circle quiets. The circle lets them know that there's not going to be any stress here. We just put stress on her, putting the whip over her back, took that pressure off. Now we're going to start again. And you can see her demeanor has relaxed. She's not going to go in. But now she's already looking at the trailer with a different look in her face. Okay, now all I want to do when I get ready to tell you is put one front foot up. I want you to be careful because I don't want her to hit her head on the top of that. Okay, so I am now going to apply a little pressure. By walking up here, we've already taught her that if I come up, there's something a little disturbing that's going to happen, and it's a whip going over her back. Change hands with the whip. That's good. Whoa, whoa! You don't need more than one. That's just fine, right there. Let her put her foot back if she wants to. Put her foot back. We must teach them to get out. Many of you have probably put horses in trailers, especially when we had the little trailers, and you got them in, but you couldn't get them out. We have to teach them to get out, just like we teach them to get in. Okay, we want one more foot. Put one foot. Now she realizes now that I'm a pressure point. Good. I'll take that. That little bended knee said, I will do this. I'll take that. I'm going to go back now and just pet her. Walk your circle. Just right in here. Come on, Abraham. Right there. Took the pressure off. Now we're going to put a little pressure back on. And one foot. Okay, here comes the pressure. And she sees this. back away. I take that. That's good. Just fine. And you put her head down. Okay, here I come again, Abraham. Good. I'm going to ask for that foot again. Good girl. Now, if a horse kicks when I'm doing this, I do not spank her, because all they're trying to do is protect themselves. So I would go back to working on my getting her used to the whip. So I don't, there's nothing she's going to do that's wrong. When she moves, I stop. Good girl. Now this time I'm going to make her keep her foot up there. Now I'm going to back away and you're going to back up. Pressure is off. She can back up, walk a circle. Go right back. This time we're going to put 2 front feet in. As she's walking, I'm going to apply a little pressure. Other foot. That's good. Petting, petting. I go away. Now I heard her, and I know she stepped out. That's okay.
She didn't step out.
Oh, she didn't step out. I just heard her move her foot. Okay. We're going to just walk a little farther forward. We're not going to go in. That's good. Okay, now you're going to back out again. Must learn to back out. Must learn to get out. Walk your circle.
Are those dogs?
Okay. As she's walking, I'm applying the pressure. Good. Now, do you think without getting into problems, we can put one hind foot up and not both? Now, if she goes with both, don't jerk her head. I don't want her hitting her head, but we just be ready. We're going to do one hind foot. Hopefully it's going to be this right foot, because that's the one, Lester would say, that's the one is not carrying the weight. So she'll probably step with that one. Okay, well, that's okay. That's okay. So she went with the one with the light and then changed her weight and went with the one with the left. Okay, so now you're going to back her out, and why don't you push on her chest as well as push on the halter? Come on, she's ready. Okay. Now you're going to go all the way in this time, but you're not going to turn around. Here I go with the pressure. Okay. Well, just quiet. I'll walk away. Now, we will always back out before we turn around. Because if you turn around, that's what they want to do. They don't want to back out. So we're going to be sure that we back out. Okay, you can back her out. I get way away, way away. So I'm not causing her to watch me at all. Very nice. So you just quit doing anything. You needed to keep your back up going. Okay, keep backing. Okay, now you can drop the line and let her go as slow as she wants. Because we got to get those 2 hind feet out. Because that's their most difficult place. Okay, so we're going to kind of we're going to speed this up a little bit. I'll show you the other things I'd put in with that. Okay, come in. Come around, walk your circle. Now, so she's learning to get out slowly. She's not rushing out. Now, this time, you're going to go in there and you're going to turn around. Because she already kind of knows this. Okay, here comes the pressure from way off. Okay, and you're going to stand there. Don't turn. They need to go in and stop. They do not turn around at this point. I get out of there. Pressure is on. Go down on the bottom of the halter so that she sees where she's going. When you realize that she understands she's going to step down, she is going to step quietly. Okay. That's okay. That just helps the training. Okay, go in there again. Or walk your circle. That's fine. That kind of stuff you don't worry about. Just a part of the deal. So, but what we will do is we'll now back her out rather than turn around. Okay, here goes the pressure. Okay, now you're going to pep for a minute, head straight, and you're going to back her out again. We're going to go back 1 step. And she's more worried about coming out now, see, because we scared her. So now we got to go back and readjust, build the confidence again. Okay, let's try the turnaround. But be aware she's a little spooked about this. So stay right there, don't come any further. Okay, now take a step. There you go. Now she looks like she sees what she's doing. Put her head down. Step out of the way. So she's now realized that she's going to step down. She's not very secure about it, but she realizes it. Okay, now you walk away. Give her lots of lines, and walk away. Let go.
Very nice.
That's what we want. So this is all in steps. It doesn't, she would have, if we had let her, she would have been leaping out of that trailer. If he wants to smell all that, he can smell anything he wants. Now sometimes you get a horse that wants to go in too fast. They don't realize that they're going to go in and get stuck in there. So if they want to go in too fast, then you have to do the opposite. You have to go really slow. So what's the first thing we do?
Desensitize.
Yep, desensitize. So I'm just walking up here real slow. Come in my little ball. Hi, guys. You are going to be a big, beautiful thing. I told you I'd have a good one.
Once you see it, you see more.
Now you be aware he's not going to jump in there. I can see the look on his face that said, maybe I'll just jump right in there. Quiet is the key. And you watch, he's going to get more and more relaxed rather than more and more anxious. Okay, now I'm going to pop this whip up over his back and he may spook or whatever, and we'll be ready. And here's the telling moment. And the reason that I stood with my hand on his shoulder is because he's sort of explosive. And I didn't want to have him really bounce over here, so I gave him the security of my body, giving him support. Change the whip in my hand. Come over on this side, and he's barely watching me, as you can see. He's so involved with everything else. I stop when he moves. Again, I'm going to stand here, so if he explodes in some way, I'm sideways, I can get out of the way. I'm prepared for the fact that he might do that. So that doesn't bother him much. Okay, straighten him out. That's good. So I want to now get to where I can walk up, not holding him, not supporting him, but sideways. See where I am? I'm still sideways, so I can get out of here. That's good. Let him snort on that. Let him look at that. That's all right. Now don't push me around. Now, Christy, you're right. Where if he was going to go, you'd be the one he'd run over. So if I was you, I'd be climbing up somewhere, so I wasn't standing right square in front of him. I had to go. Now, this is one of the things that probably takes the most time, but it's the most valuable, is that now he wants to get in. Don't let him get in. You get him at this point, you won't get him out unless you turn him around. Okay, now I want you to walk a circle. Okay, that's good. Bring him back up to the trailer. And you step in. Don't let him in. Oh, that's good. That's good. So I'm way off over here, no pressure. I'll walk over here. So he wants to go in. Big mistake to let this horse go in yet. Okay, now Christy, what you want to do is you want to lower his head so he'll see where he's going to go. So you can see why it's so important to teach your horse to put his head down. So now we've got him looking and smelling and... Okay, now I want you to back up, like you're going to back out of the trailer, back straight up. Good girl. Walk your circle. Why don't you lead him the other way next time? Make your circle the other way. I'm out of there. No pressure from me. No clucking from me. No clucking from her. Those are anxiety things. Create anxiety. We do not want to create anxiety. We want calmness. So there's no clucking. There's no pushing. There's no encouraging. I'm going to let him smell. There we go. See, he wants to get in. Well, I got to tell you, don't ever fall for that. Okay, Christy, we're going to put one front foot up. Only one. I'm going to do it. You're going to just guide. You're not going to do it. You're just going to guide and make sure his head stays straight and that he doesn't jump in. Let his head down. Let him look. Okay, I'm going to just... That was good. We had 2 steps. That's plenty. Don't push. Don't push, okay? Walk again, but walk in a circle so you're not on the outside. And let's back him straight. Atta girl. This one needs to back up straight. Atta girl. Okay, let's go back up here. Here I come, a little pressure. I'm stopped. He's looking, examining it all. Okay, 1 foot. Don't pull, just guide. Okay, now I'm going to straighten him out, so don't worry about it. It's my job now. There we go. Back off. I'm going to straighten him out again. That's good. Let his head down. Okay. 1 step. Okay. There we go. So he moved away from the whip. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's good. Stay steady. Rub his forehead. Rub his forehead. This way. That's very calming. So you see how he wants to go right in. He'd be the one that would, you'd say, oh God, he was so great, he went right in. Well, now try to get home. Okay, back up straight. Put your hand on his chest or his neck. All right, now without walking a circle, let's go back up there. Good. Pat his forehead. Rub his forehead. That's good. Back him up again. Don't do a circle. Back up. I'm off. Pressure is off. Okay. Walk up there again. Good. That's plenty good. That's good. Now, we're taking a horse that wants to be really excited and trailer loading him to quiet him. And you don't usually think of doing it that way. But we're making him quiet by teaching him to get in a trailer. Okay, back out. Hand on his chest or his neck. We don't want him banging his head. Back straight. And the reason I'm not walking him a circle, because every time he walks the circle, he gets excited and throws his tail up. So we're going to do him like this. That's okay. That's fine. Rub his forehead. You back up straight. Rub his neck now and just kind of rub him all over. Tell him he's a good guy. Life is good. He's doing really good. I'm coming in from this angle again. Okay. Now I know I got to do this a number of times because he wants to hurry. Okay, Christy. Okay, Christy, let's back him out one more time. Back straight, keep backing. Okay, so he's starting to work his mouth. Can you see that? So that says he's beginning to, I'm relaxing now. Okay, so here I come again, Christy. I'm getting more serious about telling him to get in. Whoa. So a little more pressure at that point. A little more. Come on. Get up there. But very, very, just a little. Get back up. Okay. Walk a circle. Okay, let's put him back in. Whoa. Now this is hard, Christy, because he's going to want to do more than one, and if he does, it's okay. But if you can stop when you just get one hind foot, that'll be better. It's easier to get them out. Whoa, whoa, perfect. Back out. That's an important step because he learned he could step back out and his foot was going to hit something. So walk your circle. Okay. Doing good, Christy.
Sorry.
One hind foot.
Not this one.
I'll get it. You just stay steady. I'm going to wait a minute.
Don't get sick.
So, what I just taught him was don't get out till I tell you to get out. Okay, one hind foot. Well, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Just stay steady. Just stay steady. Pet, pet, pet. Now, if he ran backwards, I'd let him run. I would not stop it this time. Lots of stroking of his head and his neck and okay, back up. And let the rope slide. If he backs out fast, just let him go. Don't turn him loose, but let him go. Don't try to stop him. Perfect. Back out. Keep backing.
Perfect.